Okay, my name is Stephen Tyrone Cuffey. I'm one of the many voices of TBC, as well as I'm one of the ambassadors of goodwill for the bean corn known as TBC. Now I know this is late in Africa and other areas of the world, but it's kind of afternoon for us here, around a little after 3 p.m. my time. I'd like to thank you all for being here for this time to see my broadcast, folks. Now, you know, this is my 590th broadcast. I'm 10 broadcasts from 600 broadcasts. No other TV channel has done many broadcasts as I have, because we know. I'm not bragging, but I'm just pressing upon you that it can be anyone that can do that many broadcasts. And while I just got Mr. Simone on, he's really close, right behind me. He's in his 570s now, his 70s. So we just do them every day. We're consistent. And that's how we have to be as TBCNs in order to get to our 1,000,000th member. Our admin wants to get there by the end of this year. Now, we know that we just today, we ended let me see, I'll make sure. Yeah, no, I take that back. One more day, tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're in a voting process in terms of, you know, our mass adopting team A and team B, in terms of, you know, that. So, in terms of paying the admin fee. Now, the admin fee, no matter any cost, needs to be paid in order for you to be a part of Team A, because come June 1st, the requirement goes up. June 1st, during that month, you have to have at least 2 people you brought into TBC that are paying the admin fee. Now, next month, maybe you have to have 1 merchant. You know, but admin's going to train us. No one needs to be afraid. No one wants to be have any fear of what to do. Just follow admin's training that he does. That we have training every single day, folks. And it's usually run around I think it runs around 8 o'clock West African time, I believe. Now, folks, if I can get up out of the bed at 3 o'clock in the morning to get to that training, and I don't miss too many of them, I believe that anyone else can around the world. Because I sacrifice my sleep to get to that training, because it's so important for you. Okay? And we also, and if we're going to be leaders in this community, we have to lead by example. Lead by example. Now, I'm going to share my screen. Let me see something here a minute. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. I've already logged in my Kringle Cash back office that we refer to as a KCBO. And I'm going to go over these again. I did in a broadcast 2 days ago, but I want to go over these options A, B, and C. And if you haven't voted, now, I don't know whether this is in a person's back office if they haven't paid the admin fee. I'm not sure. It may be on there. But at any rate, it says here, let me see here. Hold on a minute. It says here, I'm going to read. It says, A team members cast your vote before midnight, May 10th. Sometime to reach intended goal by unexpected time. And when circumstances have interfered with normal situations, it may make sense to be flexible with enforcing the rules. What can we do together this May that may have a greatest impact on reaching the goal of completing mass adoption of TBC by the end of 2020? Members have cited both the worldwide shutdown, we know that has affected a lot of us, and the website maintenance as circumstances to interfere with members completing the admin fee by April, by payment by April. So the rules are saying on A team, simply meet all the requirements each month, no matter what, because if you fall from A team, it is permanent. Okay, option A. Now I've already, by the way, already voted, okay? This is option A. Don't change the rules in May of 2020. The rules are staying on the A team to be simply meet the requirements each month, no matter what, because if you fall off the A team, it is permanent. That's option A. Option B, on the first in first out page basis, place as much of the B team into the A team, filling all 111,111 spots on May 11, 2020. This means the entire A team will be full on May 11th, even though some of the B team members never paid with funds, since some were allowed on the A team with an admin credit, and that was back about a month ago. Okay, option C, during the month of May only. Forget about what the rule says. If you fall from the A team, it is permanent, and allow all the complete an admin fee in May, this month. If you complete the admin fee this month, you move up to the A team. Clearly, only those that use funds to pay will end up on the A team in May. Now, it looks like from the voting, most of them, as you can see here, option A, do not change the rule no matter what. That's 338. B is saying first in, first out basis. That's 209. And C, forget the rule for May only. That's 1,943, and look like they're going to win, folks. B is going to vote. So, folks, no matter what you choose, you need to be paying that admin fee, okay? So I really wanted to drive that home just to talk about that, okay? Now, I want to also point out one thing else. That the actual mass adopted team composed of the first 6 rows that you see here of the billionaire zone. Now, the billionaire zone in itself is 1,111,111. Okay? Now, something else I want to include. The limit on a team A, mass adopted team, is 2,000 TBC coins. When someone asked that in the training, I would ask someone ask that question at the training, and I knew the answer. But of course, I let admin give the answer. A person that's on team B, the limit happens to be 500 TBC coins. So now this is just for May only. If it looks like it's going to win, okay, after when it gets tomorrow at midnight, I think they're using London time. Okay, now, but when June 1st comes, May is over. But you got to still pay that fee. But there's one other requirement. You got to have 2 people, and they both have to pay the fee in June. Now, I pay my fee the 1st of every month since January. And that's why I have plenty of TBC coins. I think I got, what, 196 TBC coins. Well over 2.2 billion in TBC coin. Because I follow, and I've always make sure I met certain requirements that we've had before, like promotions. Because, folks, if you're going to be a true leader in TBC, you got to lead by example. Okay? Another person that pays on the 1st. I'm sure Simone does. I'm sure Mbe does. He's our other ambassador. I'm sure our junior ambassador, Hudaya, out of UK, I bet she pays her on the 1st of the month, because you get 30 whole TBC coins. 2nd, 29, 3rd, 28, all the way down to the 30th of the month when you get 1. Now, if somebody's on team B, they get 1 per month. one TBC coin. So if you want to benefit from getting the most out of your TBC venture, then you need to act accordingly. But the first out of these 7 green rows, this first 6, as you can see with the amount right here, 100,000, right? But the total amount on the master team is 111,111. We should reach that with no problem because we're joining Team B with Team A this month. But what the expectation is going to be. See, if you're going to be, if we can call ourselves also, we're going to be TBC admin, okay? Not just admin by himself, the creator going to be the only admin. If all our master team is TBC admin, then we got to act like admin. We got to follow the rules, okay? The training, eventually the admin is going to have, is going to eventually be on the back office. It's going to be on the back office, okay? It's going to be there. It's going to be there. Even though admin may be training you by voice, eventually he's going to have it right on the back where you can complete back office. That's going to come at a later time. Now, yesterday, quite a few people missed my training that I had yesterday. It was very good. It's on my YouTube channel under Stephen Cuffey. I highly recommend you to watch it, my one I had yesterday. But it's so vital that we open our eyes and our ears to what the training that admin is going to give us, and be at the training, be at the, and come on time, because when they hit 300, they close the door. Now, admin wants to make it more. Eventually, they after a certain time, admin asks everybody to shut the door where you can't come in the Zoom meeting. So be there on time. It starts right around 3 o'clock. Okay. So again, if you haven't voted, make sure you vote now. Now is the time because you got less than a day left. Okay. It looks like option C is going to win, as I stated before. All right. Now, I want to point out tomorrow, folks, that will sum up that voting and have your people vote if they haven't. But what I want to say about this admin fee, and I'm going to say this part, I'm going to let it go. Folks, don't use that as a crutch, which is so hard for you to do. You cannot be on the you will not be on the master team A and reap the benefit of getting of all that Bitcoin we're going to eventually earn under rotation if you're not paying the admin fee. That's the #1 thing you need to be getting out of the way. This should be an afterthought. We cannot run a good program as TBC over time. The people in tech support can't get paid. We won't get part of that admin fee from overall of the which goes into the rotation. Folks, you're going to miss out. This time next year, admin has shown us. In fact, let me do this right now. Let me just show it again right now, right fast, if I can do this. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, let's go here. Let's do this. Move that out the way. Okay, let's show this. All right. Let me go all the way down here. Now with 10 million members at half of what the admin fee is, 12.50. That's 125 million admin fees times the 111 of us, okay? 1,111. That's 1,125 each month at that level. For 4 billion, sometime next year at 4 billion, at this time next year admin was selling, time to 1250, That's 50 billion in admin fees. Time how many people we are as Master Adopting Team. That's 450,000 folks each month. That's life-changing income for most people in the world, even here in the United States. That's just mind-boggling. And see, as we grow from the second half of this year, each month, essentially what's going to happen is that the rotator is going to be more and more and more. Now, if you've been paying the admin fee every month religiously at the beginning of the month, like admin wants you to do, you would benefit from getting some for the first time. It was launched March 1st, and we all got some of that admin fee. Now, it may not been, I mean that rotation, it may not been like maybe like at that time Bitcoin was like $3 and some change. But that's going to be much more than that over time. It's going to grow exponentially as our membership grows exponentially. Okay? So make sure that you're getting the word out. If you want to benefit from this rotation, be on the A team. Be ready for us to grow our team, to grow our membership to 1 billion members. Because aren't we called the billion coin, as in billion member? Okay? We cannot, folks, we cannot help poverty. And I saw it for myself because I fed some people in poverty in Africa. I saw it. I was a part of it. And I'm telling you, we cannot do, this is all for them, folks. All for us. But mainly all for them. We got to help those people because they're in dire need, particularly now with the crisis the financial crisis that we have here and around the world. But we have a solution, don't we? And that is called the Billion Coin TBC. All right. Okay, folks. Let's see here. Let me get ready to come out of this. Hold on, remember, stop screen sharing now. Okay, I want to thank let me see if Marlene there. You there? You there, sweetheart? Are you there, Marlene?
Yes, I'm here, baby.
Is any of our family members watching? You said what?
Yes.
Somehow I can't hear you that good. I can't say that again for me one more time. I think your internet is not running too good today because I can't hear you too well. But anyway, if they're watching, I'm so glad they are. If they are. Okay, I'm sorry. She's having some problem with her audio on that side. She can't understand, but I can't hear her as well. But anyway, folks, I'd like to thank everyone that's here today, folks, that joined me. Make sure that you have voted on your Pure Cashback office. I appreciate it. Okay, and I guess I'll see you all tomorrow. I'll be doing my 591st broadcast. I'm only 10 away from 600, and I hope that'd be a special one, which everyone can come to. I appreciate that. Does anyone got any questions about anything I went over today? Anything? Everybody seemed to be good. Okay. Oh yeah, how you doing? Okay, Peter.
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm well, Stephen. Somehow I've been away for quite some time, but I've come back again now to do the TBC.
Okay.
And I realized there is something called rotator. You've just explained, but I've not understood very well about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you need, I can explain it to you a bit more. Basically, what this rotator is, admin felt that, well, see, this is the admin's plan. Admin's a creative admin he wants to kind of step out of the way just a little bit. He's still going to be present among us,
Yeah.
but he does not want to be he cannot grow this community by himself. So he said, see, this is what what happened.
Yes.
About April of last year, TBC was almost gone. And it's happened almost twice because of the discounters and things they were doing. But admin, out of all the promotions admin put out there, it just wasn't enough bringing people into TBC. So admin thought back last year, early part of this year, he thought maybe we'll start a mass adopted team of 111,111, having a team A and a team B. Now, to compensate those that's out here bringing the most people in with being team A, and Abby gonna give you the training every step along the way. Abby got something for the merchants that they can't even refuse. He was kind of telling us about it 2 days ago.
Yes.
Now, the rotator will increase in amount each month.
Right.
He said by this time next year, we should be at, he wants to be at 1 billion members by the end of this year. By next year, this time we should be at 3 to 4 billion. And that means that everyone on team A that's paying the admin fee and doing what the requirement requires, whatever the requirement is, will be getting paid so much Bitcoin, and your life's going to completely change. He said he wants y'all to feel, because he knows what it feels like. He's a multimillionaire. He said, I want you to feel what a multimillionaire is. Now, I've done the math on 450,000 in a year. That's $6 million in a year. So I'm telling you, Peter, your life and your family is going to change forever. That's why you came back at the right time, because, and he even said some of the old leaders that's kind of faded away going to come back, because they're going to see, they're not going to stop. When they see the kind of income that team A people on the Master Top team is making, they're going to say, oh my God, I got to get back involved. Because some of these leaders were good in getting people involved in TBC. But a lot of people have come back. Admin has opened himself up for questions, for anything anyone want to ask. And he's really good about answering questions in the training they do every my morning, y'all early morning. But he wanted to use the rotator as a compensating tool to help people. Okay, if I tell you to go out and get a merchant, okay, I'm going to pay you because you went and did that. If I tell you to go and get 2 merchants in a month, I'm going to pay you for that. But the rotator, half of the admin fee that everyone pays is getting paid back to people on Team A. That's essentially what's happening in Bitcoin. Just like they do in Bitcoin bounties when you bring a person into TBC. That's essentially what's happening. So excuse me. So what I'm saying is basically that's going to be the rotator is a tool that will be paid to everyone on Team A each month, as long as you own Team A. Team B you won't benefit from the rotator. You got to be on Team A. So I highly recommend everyone to get on Team A. Just follow what admin tells you. Follow his training, and you'll be fine. You're fine. I just tell people I tell people this: don't make it hard for you. Don't self-defeat yourself. Just open your heart, your mind, and he's gonna carry you right over that level that you think that you may have thought you couldn't do something, and you're gonna be able to do it. Because the people we asking for merchants are not your big stores, your chains. These are people, your mom and pop shops, donut shops, selling anything. I saw them all over the place in Nigeria and Cameroon. And I'm sure they got them in your country in Kenya. You know, they got a lot of small merchants. Now, there are certain requires to admin to bring them into a TBC to be a merchant, and admin will give you he got it already in your back office already, but admin will go over everything. Admin will make sure of every question a person gotta ask. We'll take care of that during the last part of our training each early morning. So But the rotator is a huge, it's the biggest thing, payment method that we've ever had in TBC. And I highly recommend anyone that's been a part of TBC or they may want to come back now, because that's going to be a lot of income you're going to make each month.
That's a lot of money. And maybe the second question is, there are those who are in Team A and then Team B. Now, what am I required to ensure that I remain in Team A? Is it that I be in Team A maybe this month, and next month I'm not in Team A, maybe I delay paying, something like that? How will it be?
Well, you have the whole month to pay your admin fee. It's just that admin prefer you do it at the beginning of the month so you can benefit from getting the most amount of coin. Yes. And you want to set yourself up for get the rotator. The rotator kicks out at the beginning of the month. So if you pay every month at the beginning of the month, and this is what I do. I prepare myself and Merlin, what I do. Right. We have our money already set aside around the second or third week of the month before in Bitcoin. Right. We already got it there set aside. Right. And then when it's time, and also, you know, you can pay by Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. And you can also pay by bulk payment. Now, bulk payment, the advantages of bulk payment is that you only got to buy at least 2 bulk payments, which, for an example, 2 bulk payments equaled about between $55 to $60 in Bitcoin. Right. But 2 bulk payments can pay for 2 people's back office. Right. You know, now some people buy 3, 4, whatever the money they got. But the great thing about bulk payment, once you buy it and it's already in your back office as a credit, it doesn't matter what price Bitcoin go up or down. It's the bulk payment's gonna stay the same because you bought it some time ago. So what I did, for instance, I'm using my wife's and mine for example. Okay, I bought 2 bulk payments 2 weeks, about 1 or 2 weeks before May 1st. And so what I did then, okay, I was already in my back office. And see, the great thing is you can buy it in your back office and all you need is the email of the other person, the email they use for TBC, and you can transfer that bulk payment to theirs, and then their back office is paid for. It's very easy. Right. Now, another thing, a way to tell you how to show you how to do it is that Mbae did some great Derek did some great videos of it, and he put it on our public blog at blog.thebillioncoin.info. If you go to that website and put in the search bar bulk payment and scroll down, you'll see it. You'll see a video how he'll show you how you buy a bulk payment. It's very easy. All right. But I recommend people. I'm gonna give you an example, Peter. Let's say you and your wife was in TBC and you want to pay for hers and yours, but a bulk payment probably the best way to go because you don't have to go back to her. See, this is the kicker. We know we have facial recognition now, so now you can't go and open someone's back office because it opens the camera and it takes a picture of your face, and so that person would have to go in and pay their own back office. But I didn't have to do that for Merlin because I had bought bulk payment, and I had her email, and so I use her email and I paid for hers, and hers is open. You know, hers worked because it says that it shows on mine that it went through okay. So and next thing you know, but the thing I can see her back off. I can see her TBC 009. I can see she got 30 TBC coins. Which means it went through. And see, that's how it is. And it takes only about maybe an hour or two with all that transfer. Soon as it's in your back office, within about 1 to 2 hours, it goes to your TBC wallet. And you'll see 30 TBC coins. And remember, one coin is worth $11.5 million. Just one coin.
A
So you,
lot of money.
yes, that's 300 and that's well over $300 million per that you make that you're gonna have. If you pay it on the first, that's why I always tell people, benefit, get the highest benefit you can get. Pay that thing on the first, because next day is 29, next day is 28, all the way down to the 30th of the month is one coin. Well, you could have gotten, you only got 11.5 one time. Well, you could have got 11.5 30 times. You see? And that's why I tell
That's a
people,
lot.
that's why I tell people. And another reason I know, Ray, I get a lot of coin. I do broadcasts every day. That's $100,000 per broadcast. Now, if you figure that time 590, that's how much coin I've gotten. Well, this would be what I get today. And Brother Simone can tell you too. He's been, I go to every we go to every weekly meeting. They used to be called Simbun meetings. I not only go to the English one that Mbe do. I do, although I can't understand their language, and he speaks French. Samuel, I met him in Cameroon. That's one of Mbe's staff. He does the one in French. I go to theirs. I go to Mizano's, the one in Bangladesh. I go to the Bangalore one, and Brother Noli out of the Philippines. And what it is, you're getting almost what, I think it's $100,000 per weekly meeting you go to. So so this is all ways you can get more coin. It's different ways you can get coin. You can get coin and Bitcoin every time you bring someone into TBC. You get a Bitcoin bounty.
Right.
And so it's like I said before, if it's ever a time where a person can make incredible amount of income in TBC, is now. And it's going to be more, much more over time because of this rotator. There's never been a tool where you can earn as much in Bitcoin as you can in this rotator. The rotator is a huge thing. When Adam was telling MB and us about it before he told the whole world about it, I would just shook my head. I said, "Oh my God, people gonna come out the woodwork." And I heard it was a guy in another country was on my broadcast. He was telling me how people just calling him, "What is this rotator? What is this rotator?"
Yes.
Because picture yourself this time next year, and that's going to happen fast. Picture even the end of this year, the rotator could very well be, it very well could be $1,000, $2,000 or $3,000 that month you earn.
Sure.
So wherein it may be small now, because it has to. Admin said we got to start this thing to get it rolling. So he said, okay, May 1st is the first day.
Right.
But the thing is, it's not coming without some work too. Admin wants us to be. Admin is serious about us getting to 1 billion members by the end of this year, because he wants next year to be that really explosive year for TBC.
Right.
You know, and that's all we need. Is just now he said, I'm gonna take the 111,111 and we're gonna use that group to build our TBC community to 1 billion members by the end of this year. And it was a great great thought process. He said, I just wasn't gonna let TBC die. You gotta wait to keep the discounters out of the system now, our wallets. And the main reason why he had to institute facial recognition for every KCBO, Criminal Cash Back Office, that is because during the month of April, beginning of April, some savvy people from quote China tried to get into admin's key wallet. Key KCBO, and through the back door to get to the main wallet to try to steal TBC coin. And they caught him and they stopped him.
Wow.
And he said, okay, because we had facial recognition already working around the first part of this year, but most people wasn't using it. But he said, okay, we got it now. We crossed the board for security reasons to protect everyone. We got to do it this way. And so you can do it over your phone, or you can do it over a tablet or a laptop now. And we got a Facebook group that even in the files group to show you, even if you're having any problems, we got all kind of ways. We got a person we call Star Lords. This is a female that out of California that actually works for admin. The actual works in tech support. That actually helps you if you're having a problem with your facial recognition.
Right.
Some people have had to change their passwords, things like that. I hadn't had to do anything.
Right.
But that's because I've done every little thing to keep my back office straight over the time. The maintenance of my back office, I always did everything admin or tech support told me to do, and I have never had to change any password or anything. Not even for Merlene's, I haven't had to do it because I make sure hers was running at optimal performance. By little things he would say, do this, do that each, every few months.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so
Sure.
much.
Sure.
Much information today.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Really
it's great to have you back among us. Great to have you back, us, Peter. For a lot of y'all don't know, Peter and I've been friends for quite some time. He's one of my friends in Africa. He's my main source in Kenya, and
yes.
And I hope, praying that I get to meet you one day too. You and your family, you and your wife and kids. You know, I appreciate that. I know your child is growing up. I'm sure. That's great.
When you come, you'll meet them.
Yeah, sure. That'd be fantastic. Well, anyway, I'd like to thank everyone for being here today. We're going to close now, and I want to say thank you all for coming to my TBC 590th live broadcast, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Oh, and by the way, I want to say this too. Here in America, and I don't know what it is about all over the world, we have a particular holiday for all the mothers. Tomorrow is Mother's Day. Mother's Day, yes. If you have a living mother or your spouse got a mother, contact them, wish them a happy Mother's Day. That's a special day. And I would probably start off my broadcast tomorrow by wishing all the mothers out there Mother's Day. Okay? So that's their day tomorrow. So
yes.
Okay, so have a great one, Peter and Simone, Marlene, and everyone is here. Thank you so much. All right, bye-bye, everybody.